Hey, what's up guys, TotallyDubbed here, and today I'm very much excited to be doing a review for the Acer Predator XF270HU. Now, just before getting into this review, I've reviewed quite a few monitors in the past, and this is the first monitor that I've actually said it ticks all the right boxes and I'm gonna buy it. I have literally just bought it from Overclockers UK, turning their stock out of stock right now for £400. So what is this monitor and why am I so excited about it, to the fact that I've actually gone ahead and actually purchased it straight away despite owning two other monitors? So this is a £400 monitor, as I said, from Overclockers UK. You can find it from a variety of sellers like eBuyer and Amazon.co.uk. You can also find it on Amazon.com for $520. Stocks are quite limited, I must say. It's quite hard finding it at that price range. Now the monitor is an IPS 27-inch display that runs at 2560 x 1440, so that's WQHD resolution. It also has 144 Hz, which is one of the biggest things of this monitor, and it has FreeSync enabled for AMD users, which also means that you can run at from 40 to 144 Hz on FreeSync, which is fantastic. It also has a response time of 4 milliseconds and has various controls that you can try and boost down the response time and the input lag of the testing out the input lag of the monitor. I'll get into that into my gaming section of the review. I should also mention in terms of connectivity, it's got DisplayPort, HDMI 2.0, HDMI MHL, DVI-D. It's also got USB 3.0 hub, and it also features two 5-watt speakers. Now the speakers are absolutely horrendous. Don't ever listen to them. But if you need it for Windows notification, that's fine. Anything else, completely forget it. Avoid at all costs. So, let's talk about its build quality. Now the build quality of the monitor is very good. My only complaint is really its bezels. The bezels are not really thick, but they're kind of indented. So the monitor isn't forwards, it's just a little bit back from the bezels, and so you notice the bezels a little bit more. On the plus side, as I said, they're quite thin and they're of a matte finish, which also reflects the stand. The stand is well built, it keeps the monitor from wobbling, it has full height, pivot and tilt controls, which mean that you can use it in a variety of different ways. And in terms of just the overall look of it, it looks decent. I wouldn't say it looks very premium, but that said, it does the job. It also has a red little indent over here, which gives it a bit more personalization, but I don't think many people will really care about that. So build quality wise, it's good. What about the panel quality? So it is an IPS panel, meaning that you've got great viewing angles. I can't quite show you amazing viewing angles on a camera on a limited desk, but it's got very good viewing angles. I'm just going to reduce the EV of my camera so it gives you just a little bit more accurate display. Now, the colors are fantastic. Now, when I compared it to my QNX QX2710, which runs on a PLS panel, also at the same 2560 x 1440 resolution, I found the colors to be amazing out the box. Now the QNX needed a little bit of calibration in terms of the gamma shift and in terms of the blacks. There had to be just a little bit shifted and changed via color profile. But this Acer right out the box didn't need any calibration whatsoever, meaning it looks fantastic. Just cycling through a few pictures over here, this one is a great picture because you've got deep blacks over here by the end of the canal. You've got nice colors throughout this image, and you've got white colors. Well, it's a little bit blue over here, but you've got white colors over here, so you can check the white balance. Going through a few other pictures, this image is also great in terms of looking at the resolution and in terms of the color accuracy of the green over here. It is fantastic. Color accuracy and color reproduction is fantastic on this monitor. Very much impressed with it. Unlike some other IPSs and PLS panels, it does really a great job. And now you can tweak it through the settings. I've actually left it at custom with 50-50-50 on RGB. I'll go through the OSD in just a bit. Now let's talk about its gaming performance, which is also arguably one of the most important parts of this monitor. Simply because you often see a lot of gaming enabled, and I say like gaming enabled with like speech marks around, because they're quoted at 4 milliseconds or 1 millisecond response time, but in fact when you really play it, you notice a lot of input lag and you notice a lot of problems with the monitor's response time and or ghosting. This monitor, it's safe to say, has none of those problems. Its input lag is extremely low. At least that's my perceived input lag was extremely low. Now, if I just go to my favorite spot in D2, and that is for testing purposes, not actually in the game, I can show you this. So first of all, I'm looking for the input lag. Now the input lag with my mouse is fantastic, it's very responsive. However, if you feel you want that just a little extra edge, you can go and press the button, the quick button over here. A third button over here gives you OD mode, which is overdrive mode. You've got off, normal, and extreme. I leave it on normal myself, but what I notice, and I don't know if you'll be able to notice here, but that is off, that is extreme, and that is normal. Now what you might have noticed is that it just gets a little bit more quicker when it's on extreme mode. And that is the mode, I would say, if you're playing competitively like I do on Counter-Strike, I'd quickly whip on the extreme mode in order to do that. However, what does extreme mode do? Well, unfortunately, it does bring a little bit of ghosting, and you might have been able to see it on the wall, but in comparison to other gaming monitors I have reviewed, it doesn't produce that much ghosting that it's unbearable to play. It's actually very much bearable, and you don't have much problem gaming with it. So you wouldn't have to worry about that in terms of ghosting, and in terms of the input lag, it's up to you to really, the input lag, the response time of the monitor, it's up to you in terms of what to select. As I said, I have normal because it has that blend of not too much ghosting, that I would really notice it because I'm quite sensitive to it, but very low input lag, meaning, and very fast response time, meaning that I can, low response time, should I say, meaning that I can play competitively without a problem. So in terms of gaming performance, it is fantastic. I'm very much impressed with that, and I must say, out of all the monitors I've reviewed, it is one of the most capable, if not the most capable, IPS PLS panel for gaming that I've ever come across. There are monitors out there which are great, but they also cost like £800-900, and this monitor does it great at 400. So now, what, in terms of my overall thought about the monitor, what is it? Well, if it's not obvious already, I think it is one of the best monitors out there in the market. I think it combines a fantastic blend of IPS display, but also gaming performance with 144 Hz and very low response time for an IPS/PLS display, and also provides you a good stand at an affordable price. In other words, you're not looking at spending £600-700 on a monitor like this. You can enjoy competitive, say, Counter-Strike, whilst enjoying fantastic video and picture editing tools via the IPS and very accurate colors. Looking through other reviews on the internet, I found written reviews which were very limited on this monitor. I found the color calibration to be very good, with a delta E of 1.49, I think it is, on top of my head, which is fantastic for a monitor. So overall, guys, it is a fantastic monitor. I can't quite stress this enough. It's very rare that I would actually go out and buy tech, simply because I've got everything I want. But this, when I got this across and I started using it, I said, this is the perfect monitor. It's the monitor I have been looking for. So it is the droid I've been looking for. It is really, honestly, combines best of both worlds. Just to prove to you, I have got two other monitors. If I just take you down over here, you'll see my QNX and AOC over there, which I'm no longer going to be using because of this one. I'm that impressed with it, and it's very rare for me to almost give a 10 out of 10 type score for a monitor, but this one really does tick every box. I should finally go into the little OSD. It's got all the controls that you're going to need. I just really want to quickly glance on this in case anyone is ever interested, because I know there's some people out there that really are. So you've got color management, brightness control, contrast, black level, blue light, ACM, which is adaptive contrast management, which I suggest not using, super sharpness for text, which again I don't really suggest using. Color and gamma control, so I've got gamma 2.2. Color temp is warm at the moment, but you can change that to custom, which it actually should be on custom or user, because I find it to have better color reproduction. You can change, you can go into the colors as well, and you can change the gain and the bias, which is fantastic. Going down, you've got the OSD setup, which is nothing too special, but you've also got a game mode you can enable, and you've got aim point, which produces like a little reticule on your monitor to replicate what is the center of your monitor. You've got refresh rate number as well, which can be displayed, which is always useful. In terms of the settings, I would suggest putting on DisplayPort 1.2, which is what I'm running right now, and you can set on power off USB charge, meaning that you can use the monitor as a USB hub whilst your PC is still off, which is always useful. And there we go, and just to prove, I'm running at 144 Hz as the menu button. So in the quick action buttons, you've got gamer mode, overdrive mode, the input selection, and the menu and the volume up and down, which is fantastic because that's exactly what you're going to need for using the monitor. Right, there we go guys, I've been totally dubbed. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. Make sure you give it a like, comment, subscribe, and definitely let me know your opinion of the monitor. Alright guys, totally dubbed out. Bye bye.